everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and today we'll be playing Tower Simulator 3. This is episode 3 in a series of me playing Tower Simulator 3 across various different airports, scenarios and custom schedules. If you haven't seen episode 1 or 2, feel free to check them out on my channel, and I will leave a link in the description below. If you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe, as that will massively help me out to grow this channel. I hope you enjoy the content, and today let's get straight into playing New York LaGuardia. We're going to be running the runway 22 for arriving aircraft, and we will depart off runway 13. So at LaGuardia we have a cross-section runway. I'll explain more as we get into it. We're going to run an evening session, 8 PM to play up. The schedule for LaGuardia is pretty consistent throughout most of the day. I think they run like 6 AM till 10 PM in terms of opening times of the airport. The arriving and departing aircraft numbers are pretty consistent and similar across all hours, so I'm just going to go with an evening session today. I've played this airport a few times on a few of the different hours. It is quite a fun airport, and again the schedule is quite compact and very busy, even though we do have 2 runways running. I'm going to run on Live Meteor and the Nirage's Design Airport Database airplane set as usual. As the game loads, I will just explain if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes. So I will quickly run you through just the setup that I'm using, how we'll be setting up for today. The custom cameras I've got set up at LaGuardia, so we can see where we'll be switching between the different cameras, the different screens for the taxi charts, etc., and what we will be mainly using while controlling. The weather's on live, so it's going to be the weather that's currently at LaGuardia right now. The wind's quite calm. We're going to be running the cross-section runways, so as we load in, I'll explain how the runways work. This is what the normal procedures are at LaGuardia. They'll land on runway 22 and depart off either 13 or 31. Today we're going to be using 13. So just again, so we're running at the night. I'll run you through the cameras in a second and the different screens. The first thing I like to do, just before anything, is add my secondary window, and you'll be able to see part of that in a second. So what that does is it pops out a secondary panel. You can see in the top left of the video, the grey section's just appeared. This is what I use for my secondary monitor. So I've got a dual monitor set up. If you watch episode 1, I've explained it a little bit better in that one. But first thing to do is I set this up, which is our arrivals and kind of air charts for around the airport. I set this up to start with, just so I've got these on a second monitor, and you can see that in the top left of the video. And then on the bottom half of my secondary monitor, I use the strips, which you can see at the minute. I'm going to drag them out of view because you don't really need to see them too much. I use these mainly just to help with the flow of traffic. You can see the main screen.
4601 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Quick yard there. I've got F2, which is our taxi chart. On F1 you can see the middle monitors here. First thing I will do actually is switch the airport lights on, because we are running at the evening time. You've got the middle monitors, which if we look at F5 gives us the strips, and then we've got the D bright above. I then basically use these 2. So the middle 2 monitors is what I have on my secondary screen, which is split in half. So I've got a constant view of all 3 of them screens at once. I've got the main screen, which you can see on the video, which is this taxi chart here. I've got the D bright in the top left and the strips in the bottom left of my secondary monitor. We'll get a few of these sizes just adjusted, just so we can see in terms of what's where. So main things we'll be using is the taxi chart here. We've got our custom cameras, so I'll just quickly run you through them. We've got F6, which is basically a tower view. You can see across the whole airport from here, and the airport looks really nice at night, especially with all the buildings around. We can see New York in the distance, well, Manhattan over there in the distance. which a lot of the departures will take off and fly over. There is a small terminal over there which a lot of the Spirit Wings operate from, so when they're landing they'll be vacating to the right. We've got runway 13 over here, which is where the departures will be going out of, so we'll be taxiing along here, crossing them from runway 22 and then departing off 13, and then our arrivals, which you can see the first one is on approach right now, they'll be landing runway 22, which is this one going from north to south here. But yeah, F6 gives us a view of basically the whole of the airport, which I'll be using mainly just because we can get a good view of crossing aircraft, know when someone's vacated, and giving people the correct timings for takeoff, because with it being very fast paced, as soon as they're landed and cross the intersection of the runways, the next aircraft will be rolling ready for takeoff. I've got F7, which for some reason has actually moved, but F7 what I normally use is a view from over here. I'm just going to set this up quickly. It's not carried over from my last session. I'm just going to move this up ever so slightly and back a little bit. So we'll use F7 there just to set a custom camera. You just keep hold of control and press one of your F buttons, but F6 here, and then I set F7 up just because there is sometimes a little bit difficult to see the aircraft over there. F8 I have set up just covers the runways here. Don't really use this too much, it's just nice in case you want to watch any of them touch down. Got F9, which is just below the tower, but just a wider view here just to view the aircraft once they're vacating, and then I have F10, which covers the other terminal across the other side of the runway here. But most of the time we'll be using F6, sometimes F7, because this part of the airport gets very busy, especially with mainly it's the Brickyards, Endeavours, Deltas that use these three kind of piers here, and then we've got the remaining stuff like your Southwests, Americans, JetBlues that use these two here, and then your Spirit Wings use that over there, and then you've got your GA traffic which have a little apron over there. So that's it in terms of cameras set out. Again, it's not too big of an airport. Most of the time we can use the external camera. We will taxi all of our departures out via Bravo or Papa and cross them to take 13, and then our arrivals will come in via Bravo, Echo and Alpha to come all the way along Alpha for the arrivals. Some of the arrivals will bring in via taxiway 1 and 9, just if they're at the top half here. So quite easy to manage the flow of the traffic. It does get reasonably busy for a small aircraft, small airport for what it is. You can see there's already 6 aircraft ready to go, and there'll be a constant stream of arriving aircraft as well. So we'll get very much straight into it. If you've got any comments, suggestions, feedback of how I play, anything in terms of this airport, any questions, feel free to just drop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. So let's get some of these aircraft moving, and our aircraft on arrival need some landing clearance. Start with Brickyard 4642, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 4642.
JetBlue 1061, pushback approved facing east. We should.
Pushback face east. JetBlue 1061.
LaGuardia Tower.
This is where I forget in terms of the way this airport is set up. Yeah, so this way is north, that's east, south, and then west. He's gonna push. I'm not sure what TWY is. Don't have it on there. I have a lookup for the GAs. Twilight 50, pushback approved facing south. Get him moving. He might not need pushback.
Truck. Just approved. Twilight 50.
Twilight 50 approved. Expect runway 13. Brickyard 5652, pushback approved facing north. And if we look at him, we'll see him going off.
Twilight 50.
Brickyard 4601, pushback approved facing north. Endeavour 4976, pushback approved facing north. Okay. both of them going.
Pushback face north. Brickyard 5652.
Air Shuttle 6248, pushback approved facing north. We've got our first
Pushback face
landing
north.
aircraft.
Brickyard 4601. Pushback face north. Endeavour 4976. Pushback face north. Air Shuttle 6248.
LaGuardia ground.
We'll get the JetBlue
1061 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 1061, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. So
Runway
he
13
can go there.
via Bravo.
I don't think he'd be able to get
JetBlue
through there.
1061.
We'll taxi him
LaGuardia
via
ground.
Golf Echo.
Twilight 50 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 1061, runway 13 via Golf Papa. Probably cross him there, it's
Runway
easier.
13 via Golf Papa. JetBlue 1061.
Next landing aircraft should be ready. Brickyard 5635, runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 4642, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. You'll see he'll come all the way
Runway
along
22,
here and
clear to
they'll
land.
take
Brickyard
one of these
5635.
and
Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
NPS
Alpha. Brickyard 4642. LaGuardia tower.
JetBlue 132,
5533 on final to 2.
JetBlue 1432, pushback approved facing east. We'll push him via east and then we'll take him up via
Pushback
Bravo.
face east. JetBlue 1432.
Twilight 50, runway 13 via Charlie Charlie.
Runway 13 near Charlie Charlie. Twilight 50.
And then what I'm going to do,
Twilight 50
I'm
ready
going to
to
wait
taxi.
to
LaGuardia ground.
him
Brickyard
taxi pass
4601 ready to taxi.
until we get these.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 5652 ready
As
to
soon as he
taxi.
touches down, we can cross
LaGuardia ground.
him.
Endeavour 4976
We need to
ready to
hold
taxi.
the
LaGuardia
Twilight.
ground. Air Shuttle 6248 ready to taxi.
Twilight 50, hold short of taxiway Golf. Got some of these. Brickyard 5652, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Endeavour 4976, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. JetBlue 1061, cross runway 22. Brickyard 4601, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Get some of
Hold
these
short of
moving.
taxiway Golf. Twilight 50.
He's going to come down
Runway
Alpha, and
13
he will
via
also come
Bravo.
down Alpha.
Papa. Brickyard 5652.
Brickyard 5635, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. I'm going to hold him.
Runway 13 via Bravo.
Echo.
Papa. Endeavour 4976.
American 12902, runway 22, clear to land. JetBlue 1061, runway 13, line up and wait. Air Shuttle 6248, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. JetBlue 1432, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. I'm going to make these a little bit bigger.
Cross runway 22. JetBlue 1061.
Brickyard 5635, hold short of taxiway Echo. Getting very busy straight away.
13 via Bravo.
All these should be ready to go.
Brickyard 4601.
Delta 1534, pushback approved facing north. Endeavour 517, forward pushback approved facing north.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Echo. Alpha. Brickyard 5635.
So as soon as he
Runway 22,
touches down,
cleared to land. American 12902.
Twilight 50, continue taxi.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. JetBlue 1061.
Runway 13 via Bravo.
They should all be following
Air
each other
Shuttle
now.
6248.
Let's just double
Runway
check
13 via Bravo.
this.
Papa. JetBlue
Brickyard, he's
1432.
fine. We're going to get him
Hold
push
short
back,
of taxiway
him push
Echo.
back.
Brickyard 5635.
Skywest 5545, pushback approved facing east.
Pushback face north. Delta 1534. Pushback
We've
face
got
north. Endeavour 5174.
him touching down, so as he touches down we'll get him going and him
Twilight
crossing.
50.
JetBlue 1061, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 1432, cross runway 22.
Pushback face east.
Brickyard
Skywest
5635, continue taxi.
Runway 13. Clear for takeoff. JetBlue 1061.
American 1292, taxi to terminal via Bravo 1. I'll bring him in via here.
Cross runway 22. JetBlue
Air Shuttle 6248, cross runway 22. Got another one cross.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 5635. Taxi to terminal.
American's
via
good,
Bravo.
he should just
1.
come in through here.
American 12902.
JetBlue's on
Air
his
Shuttle 6248.
rollout.
LaGuardia Ground, JetBlue 1432 ready
Delta
to taxi.
1534, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Endeavour 5174, runway 13 via Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Delta 1534.
Twilight 50, runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 5533, runway 22, clear to land. So he should come all the way along
Runway
here
13 via Bravo
and along
Papa.
here.
Endeavour 5174.
He's gonna have moved by then.
Runway
We've
13,
got
line up and
Skywest
wait.
who
Twilight 50.
will be ready to go soon, but gotta wait for him to get past.
LaGuardia Tower, Brickyard 4623 on final 22.
LaGuardia Ground, Delta 1534 ready to taxi. LaGuardia Ground, Endeavour 5174 ready to taxi.
LaGuardia Tower.
Very busy to start with this.
On final 22.
JetBlue 1061, contact departure.
New York departure of 120.4, JetBlue 1061.
Skywest 5545, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Skywest 5545, hold short of taxiway Alpha. Delta 558, pushback approved, facing north. I've got our next one's going. Twilight 50, runway 13, clear for takeoff. JetBlue 1432, runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 5652, cross runway 22. Endeavour 4976, cross runway 22.
Hold short of taxiway Alpha. Skywest 5545.
Endeavour 5535, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. He'll be going all the way along to the end.
Pushback face north, Delta 558.
Runway 13,
He's going to go into his
clear for
terminal,
takeoff.
so that's fine.
Twilight 50.
Flight
Runway
should be on the
13,
move.
line up and wait. JetBlue 1432.
We're going to hold Skywest of Alpha, just so we get these two out first.
Cross runway 22. Endeavour
Brickyard
4976.
4601, cross runway 22.
Taxi to
Then you get another departure out. JetBlue 1432, runway 13, clear for takeoff. Because we hold a light aircraft and then a heavy, well, a medium size we can get to. But you can see this is quite close, like the JetBlue's quite close here, but because he's only got this bit to cross, as soon as he's here he's got to touch down. Shuttle 6248, runway 13, line up and wait. Sometimes we can get a big hold up of waiting, because like right now I couldn't cross anymore because he'd be blocking the runway. So we can get a build up of aircraft on Bravo here, so we just try and get them out as quick as we can. Skywest 5545, continue taxi. Twilight 50, contact departure. Brickyard 4623, runway 22, clear to land. He should be coming all the way along Alpha. He's good. Delta 558, runway 13 via Bravo Papa.
Runway 22, clear to land.
Yeah. So we've got him there. We're going to push Endeavour 548, pushback approved, facing north. And our next arrival should be touching down. Shuttle 6248, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 5652, runway 13, line up and wait. Delta 1534, cross runway 22. Endeavour 5174, cross runway 22. Brickyard 4623, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. Endeavour 5234, pushback approved, facing north. JetBlue 1432, contact departure. It's very, very fast paced.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 5652.
We've got an Endeavour on arrival. These two are pushing back. He's coming in here, so that shouldn't matter too much. Brickyard's coming all the way to the end, so I'm going to hold him. And what I'd like to do is hold him at November. Brickyard 4623, hold short of taxiway November. I'll just hold him there just in case there's anyone waiting to push. We probably won't get another departure right now. Endeavour 4756, runway 22, clear to land. Because he's at 500 feet and a bit close. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. Shuttle 6248, contact departure.
departure on 120.4, Air Shuttle 6248. Good evening.
I think these two are nearly ready to go. He's ready to go, but he's not, so I'm just going to wait, just get him out first.
LaGuardia ground, Delta 1534 with information
in
Lima.
here.
Requesting push and start.
We've got an American ready to go. He's going down there. American 2809, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback
That's
face west.
very,
American
very weird
2809er.
pushback. That's what it is. We've got Brickyard here.
LaGuardia ground, Sky West
Alright.
5545 with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Endeavour's touching down. Brickyard 5652, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 4976, runway 13, line up on way up. Sky West 5545, cross runway 22. And as they do that, these two should be ready to go. Endeavour 5234, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Endeavour 5486, runway 13 via Zulu Bravo Papa. For them two move
Runway
in.
13, line up and wait. Endeavour 49er76.
Brickyard 4623, hold position. Gonna hold him because I'm not sure how he's actually gonna
Cross
push.
runway 22, Sky West 5545.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa.
Endeavour 4756, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Papa.
Runway 13 via Zulu, Bravo, Papa. Endeavour 5486.
We probably would be able to get another departure out. Depends how quick he's
Taxi to
climbing.
terminal via Bravo. Echo. Papa. Endeavour 4756.
Yeah. Endeavour 4976, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4601, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
American
Endeavour
2809,
49er76.
runway 13 via Bravo Papa. I'm not sure how he's going to
Runway
get
13, line up and wait. Brickyard 4601.
Endeavour 5475, runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 5652, contact departure.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. American 2809er.
Endeavour 4756, taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha. Not sure where he was going.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 5652. Good evening.
Endeavour 5234, hold position. So we can get this American out, I'm not sure
Taxi
what
to
he's actually
terminal
doing.
via Echo. Alpha. Endeavour 4756.
I've got a next Endeavour coming in here.
Endeavour 5234.
Get our next
Endeavour
departure.
5234 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4601, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 558, crash runway 22. Delta 1534, runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 4976, contact departure.
Runway 13,
Endeavour
cleared for
5234,
takeoff.
continue taxi.
Brickyard 4601.
Brickyard 4623, continue taxi.
Cross runway 22. Delta 558.
Endeavour 5475, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Delta 1534.
Just make sure all this looks
New
good.
York departure on
We've got one ready to push
120.4.
back.
Endeavour 49er76.
Brickyard 5019,
Good evening.
pushback approved, facing north. Because he should be holding November.
Continue taxi. Endeavour 5234. Continue taxi. Brickyard 4623.
American 2129, a pushback approved, facing east. Pushback, Brickyard 4623, hold short of taxiway November. Just in case it's forgot, we'll keep that on.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Echo, Alpha.
I'm not going to get another departure out, I'm going to wait.
Pushback phase
Brickyard
north.
4569, runway 22, clear to land.
Pushback
He
base.
should be coming
American
around here.
2129.
We've got our three
Short
departures,
taxiway November.
taxiing out.
Brickyard 4623.
He's going to hold short in November
Clear the left. Brickyard
to
4569.
let him out. We've got American
LaGuardia
pushing
Tower,
back.
Brickyard 559er on final 22. LaGuardia ground, American 2809er ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4601, contact departure.
New York
One
departure
gone.
on 120.4. Brickyard 4601.
We'll try and get
Good
two
evening.
across.
LaGuardia Tower. Brickyard 4563 on final 22.
Check if he's ready to go. Yeah.
LaGuardia ground. Delta 558 with information Lima. Requesting push and start. LaGuardia ground. Endeavor 5234 with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Delta 1534, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 5174, runway 13, line up and wait. American 2809, cross runway 22. Endeavour 5234, cross runway 22.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1534. Runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 5174. Cross runway 22.
Delta's moving, there you go. Brickyard 5. Brickyard 4569, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Cross runway 22. Endeavor 523.
Brickyard 5019 and runway 13 via Zulu Bravo Papa. American 2129 runway 13 via Bravo Papa. American 2129, hold short of taxiway Alpha. We're gonna get in Endeavour 5030, pushback approved facing north. Can we get another departure out?
Runway 13 via Zulu.
Probably have to too late.
Papa. Brickyard 5019.
Brickyard 5599, runway 22, clear to land. We've got these three coming in. Once he's good, we can continue. Brickyard 4623, continue taxi. He'll go in there, so once push back, he's going in there and he's going in there. We're holding
Runway
him.
22, clear to land. Brickyard 559er.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 4623.
Delta 1534, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Delta 1534. Good evening. LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 5019 ready to taxi.
Don't crash into him, please.
5705 on final 22.
I don't know why there's that. They just speed up for no reason sometimes. Endeavour 5174, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 5545, runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 5486, crash runway 22.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff. Endeavour 5174.
Brickyard 5599, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Skywest 5545. Cross runway 22.
So they're all going in. We've got another one
Taxi to
arriving.
terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. Brickyard 5599er.
Brickyard 4569, hold short of taxiway November.
Hold short of taxiway November. Brickyard 4569er.
Just so we can get our next departure out.
Endeavor 5030 ready to taxi.
He's airborne. Might be able to get another one out. Endeavour 5030, runway 13 via Zulu Bravo Papa. American 2129, continue taxi. Yep, get one more out quickly. What's the next one? RS 5545, runway 13, clear for takeoff. Delta 558, runway 13, line up and wait. We're going to start getting a hold up here if we don't get them out. So,
American 2129.
should be fine.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff. Skywest 5545.
RS is rolling.
Delta 558. LaGuardia Tower, American 1847 on final 22.
Next arrival, Brickyard 4563, runway 22, clear to land. Endeavour 5174, contact departure.
Runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 4563.
New York departure on
Got him
120.4.
rolling,
Endeavour
he's going in
5174.
there, so we'll get him in and then push him back. Brickyard 4569, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 4569.
We'll cross him. Brickyard 5019, cross runway 22. Let him get a little
Cross
bit
runway
higher.
22.
So we
Brickyard 5019er.
Southwest 5545, contact departure. Delta 558, runway 13, clear for takeoff. American 2809, runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 4563, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
New York departure on 120.4. Skywest 5545. Good evening.
Brickyard 5705, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 13,
American 2123, crash runway 22.
Delta 558.
We're gonna hold him actually. We'll just hold him
Runway
there now.
13, line up and wait. American 2809.
Got Endeavour coming out. He's coming in here. I'm gonna hold him at November. Brickyard 5. Actually, we'll just get him straight in and then we'll push him.
Runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 5705.
LaGuardia Tower, we've got two.
American
I'm gonna
2123
wait.
on final 22.
We've got him coming in via here.
LaGuardia ground, Endeavour 5486 with
Delta
information
558, contact
requesting
departure.
push and start.
New York departure on 120.4, Delta 558. Good evening.
Okay, so next arrival is on short final. Got him coming in here.
LaGuardia ground, American 2809er with information.
He's also coming in here, so I'm gonna hold him at
requesting push and
November.
start.
Brickyard 4563, hold short of taxiway November.
Hold short of taxiway November. Brickyard 4563.
LaGuardia ground, Brickyard 5019er with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Need to wait for them two to go in and then we can push them two out.
LaGuardia ground. American 2129er with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Next departure can go in a second. American 2809, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 5234, runway 13 line up and wait. American 2129, cross runway 22. Endeavour 5030, cross runway 22.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. American 2809er.
Delta 2342, pushback approved facing north. Brickyard 4799, pushback approved facing north. Brickyard 4826, pushback approved facing north.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 5234.
Brickyard 5705, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. Get him coming down here as well.
Cross runway 22, American 2129.
He's
Cross
took a
runway
lot of
22,
that runway though.
Endeavour 5030.
We'll
Pushback face north.
might struggle
Delta
getting another
2342.
departure out.
Pushback
He's
face north.
parking.
Brickyard 4799.
He's going to
Pushback
hold at
face
November,
north.
which
Brickyard
is
4826.
this one I think.
Terminal 5 Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Brickyard 5705. LaGuardia Tower, American 562 on final 22.
American 1847, runway 22, clear to land. American 2809, contact departure.
Runway 22, clear to land. American 1847.
New York departure on
He's holding there.
120.4.
I'm going to try and get the
American
Delta
2809er.
out
Good evening.
first. I'm going to take him via November. And then we'll get them two following him.
LaGuardia ground, Endeavour 5030 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Waiting for the tug to disconnect.
LaGuardia ground, Brickyard 4799 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
LaGuardia
Delta
ground,
2342, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Good take November. Next
Runway
departure should be
13
ready
via
to go in a
Bravo.
second.
Papa. Delta 2342.
Endeavour 5234, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 5486, runway 13 line up and wait. Get him lined up.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Southwest
Endeavour
26, pushback
5234.
approved, facing east.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 5486.
American 1847, taxi to terminal via Bravo 1. Not sure where he's going.
Pushback face east. Southwest 26.
Taxi to terminal 5 Bravo 1. American 1847.
Fine.
LaGuardia ground, Brickyard 4799.
Brickyard 4826, runway 13 via Zulu Bravo Papa. Brickyard 4799, follow company. Get them two moving.
Runway 13 via Zulu. Bravo. Papa. Brickyard 4826.
Right, yeah, we should get, got time to get another departure out here.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4826 ready to taxi.
American should be coming in through here. One.
LaGuardia
Endeavour
ground.
5486, runway 13 cleared for takeoff.
Requesting push and start.
Brickyard 5019, runway 13 line up and wait.
Runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 5486.
Endeavour 5234, contact departure.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 5019er.
New York departure on 120.4.
American 2123, runway 22, clear to land. And they should be past there now.
Clear to land. American 2123.
Brickyard 4563, continue taxi. Get them two in to get
Continue taxi.
Southwest ready to go.
Brickyard 4563.
Southwest 26, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Straight down there. Southwest 26. Hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Runway 13.
Gonna hold him
Bravo.
in here.
Papa.
Yes.
Southwest 26.
They're all moving.
Short of taxiway
Good.
Alpha.
American
Southwest
should be coming in
26.
terminal here.
LaGuardia Tower. Flex jet for retreat on final 22.
We've got Southwest
LaGuardia
1 and
ground.
pushback.
Southwest 26 ready to taxi.
Southwest 2409, pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Not sure which way it wants to push, so I'm just gonna let it do it.
Approved. Expect runway 13. Southwest
Brickyard
2409.
5019, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 5019, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. American 2129, runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 5486, contact departure. Not sure where this
Runway
American's
13.
going, so it's
Cleared for
check.
takeoff. Brickyard 5019er.
American 2123, taxi to terminal via Bravo 1. Bravo 1. 3.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. American 2129.
New York departure on 10.4.
Southwest 26, hold short of runway 22. Delta 2342, crash runway 22. Hopefully he gets across quickly.
Taxi to
He's
terminal
coming in
via
here.
Bravo
Fine.
1. American 2123.
Hold short of runway 22. Southwest 26. Cross runway 22. Delta 2342.
Icon 562, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22. Clear to land. American 562.
LaGuardia Tower. Brickyard 5574 on final 22.
Two more ready to cross. We've got him coming in there though. American's taxiing in next to the other one.
Ground. Delta 2342 with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Brickyard's going into terminal. Good. Brickyard 5019, contact departure. Departure gone.
New York departure on
At least we're
120.4.
across the next one.
5019er. Good evening. LaGuardia ground. Southwest 2409 ready to taxi.
Gonna wait a second just because he's there.
LaGuardia ground. Southwest 26 with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
He'll probably be coming into one of these gates as well. Most of the
LaGuardia
Americans
ground.
parking here.
Southwest 2409 with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4792, pushback approved, facing north. Get him moving. Southwest 2409, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. American 2129, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4826, cross runway 22. Brickyard 4799, cross runway 22. Endeavour 5030, runway 13, line up and wait.
Pushback base north. Brickyard 4792.
He's going to follow him.
Hi Bravo. Papa. Southwest 2409.
Not sure where this American's
Runway
parking.
13. Cleared for takeoff.
American 562, taxi to terminal via Bravo 1. Here on 1.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 4826.
Cross runway 22.
Bring him down here.
Brickyard 4799.
1 all the way
Runway 13. Line
into...
up and wait.
this
Endeavour
gate here.
5030. Taxi to terminal via
I'm not
Bravo
going to get another departure, I don't think.
American 562.
I'm not going to skip.
LaGuardia ground.
Footstep 438, runway 22, clear to land.
Requesting push and start.
We want him to exit a
Runway
specific
22. Clear
taxiway.
to land. Flex jet for retreat.
Footstep 438, exit at taxiway Delta.
Exit at taxiway Delta. Flex jet for retreat.
Yeah, that's fine.
LaGuardia Tower. Endeavour 549er 2 on final 22.
American 2129, contact departure. One gone.
New York departure on 120.4. American 2129.
Flex shot. The reason why we're getting him at Delta is just because he'll be parking over here, so if we get him off at Delta, he can take straight into the taxiway there by going up Alpha and then go Golf. We'll get Endeavour out next. Get the next two across.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavour 4759er. Information
Brickyard
Lima.
4792, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. Endeavour 5030, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 2342, runway 13, line up and wait. Southwest 26, cross runway 22. Southwest 240, Nana, cross runway 22. You should be coming off here. No! Took left.
Runway 13,
I
cleared for
forgot to say
takeoff.
take the right.
Endeavour 5030.
Backstep 438, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Echo Echo. Backstep 438, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Bravo Bravo.
Runway 13,
Awesome.
line up and wait. Delta 2342.
I forgot to say
Cross
take
runway 22.
exit on right. They
Southwest
always
26.
vacate left.
Cross
Right,
runway
so
22. Southwest 2409.
he's airborne.
Via Bravo. Echo Echo Echo. Flex jet for 38.
Endeavour 4759, pushback approved, facing north.
Taxi to terminal. Via Bravo. Echo. Bravo Bravo.
Delta
Flex
1.
jet for 38.
I've said that wrong, so we're going to leave it now.
Pushback please not.
Brickyard
Endeavour
5574,
475
runway
Niner.
22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 5574.
He's, yeah,
LaGuardia Tower, Spirit Wings 2157 on final 22.
we've got them going, that's fine. Americans coming into terminal.
LaGuardia ground. Flex jet
Endeavour
for 38. Are you sure this
5030,
is the most
contact
logical
departure.
routing? New York departure on 120.4. Endeavour 5030. Good evening.
As soon as he lands, we can cross him and get the next departure going. The Endeavour might be ready for taxi in a second. They're pushing back.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 5766
See this
with
switching
information
down?
WEMA requesting push and start.
Delta 2342, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Buckshot 438, cross runway 22. Brickyard 4792, cross runway 22. Brickyard 4826, runway 13, line up and wait. This is quite a good view sometimes as well. You can
Cleared for takeoff.
see most of the airport just from a slightly different angle.
Cross runway 22.
But I prefer using F6 because this is more like the tower view that you get.
4792.
Runway
Uh,
13,
We've
line
got
up and
another
wait.
one.
Brickyard
Brickyard
4826.
5766, pushback approved, facing north. And then we need to get our arrival in.
Pushback face north. Brickyard 5766.
Brickyard 5574, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Brickyard 5574.
Probably get another departure out here.
Endeavour 4759 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4826, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4799, runway 13, line up and wait. Alright, he should be going into
Runway
his...
13, cleared for takeoff.
Yeah.
Brickyard 4826.
Runway 13. Line up and wait.
Delta 2342, contact departure. He's crossing that now. Endeavour 5492, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22.
Endeavour 4759, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. He's still pushing back.
Runway 13 via Bravo, Papa. Endeavour 4759.
LaGuardia Tower. Delta 514 on final 22.
We've got Spirit Wings there, so just to show you now, when Spirit Wings you can see the little green icon here. For some reason they all park over here. It is over at LaGuardia, so we've got to make sure this time that we push them to the right. And we've got Spirit Wings ready to push as well. Brickyard 4799, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 26, runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 4826, contact departure.
Runway 13. Cleared for takeoff.
Spirit Wings 1677, pushback approved, facing east. I'm not sure where that's.
Line up and wait. Southwest 26.
Oh, I didn't realise it was going to go there. We just taxi him straight out down there and then carry on with them.
Pushback face east. Spirit Wings 1677.
Endeavour 5492, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. And the next one should be ready now.
Bravo, Echo, Alpha.
Brickyard 5766, runway 13 via Zulu Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Zulu. Bravo. Papa. Brickyard 5766.
Endeavour,
LaGuardia ground.
he's going
Brickyard
down there.
5766 ready
Hopefully you
to taxi.
don't speed up and crash into him. Southwest 26, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Southwest 240, Nana runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Southwest 26.
Brickyard 47 Nana, contact departure.
Runway 13 line up and wait. Southwest 2409.
Great Wings 2157, runway 22, clear to land. Great Wings 2157, take next available exit on right. Make sure he goes the right way. We're not going to taxi him yet, just we've got this arrival.
Clear to land.
They're going to crash, are they? Don't know why they always speed up. That's Southwest 26 taking a lot of the runway there. We gave him landing clearance, didn't we? We did.
LaGuardia ground. Spirit Wings 1677 ready to taxi.
American 225, Nana, pushback approved, facing north. American 225, Nana, pushback approved, facing north.
Negative. I'm on the ground.
Southwest 240, Nana, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 475, Nana, crash runway 22. Brickyard 47 Nana to runway 13, line up and wait.
Pushback face north. American 2259. Runway 13 clear for takeoff. Southwest 2409. Cross runway 22. Endeavour 4759.
Let's swap these Spirit Wings out.
Line up and wait. Brickyard 4792.
Spirit Wings 2157, taxi to terminal. He's going to come down here. Fine, and then we can then get him moving.
LaGuardia ground. American 22590 with information mic. Requesting push and start.
My control buttons just started to stop working. Yep. Great Wings 1677, runway 13 via Alpha Alpha Papa. Take him straight up there.
Runway 13 via Alpha Alpha.
And follow them.
Wings 1677.
Delta 514, runway 22, clear to land. Southwest 26, contact departure. Southwest 240, Nana, contact departure. Oh, both of us Southwest are gone. Americans pushing back.
Delta 514.
Rivers taxiing in. Spirit Wings is taxied in to his little remote stand there.
Southwest 2409.
Delta's touching down.
LaGuardia Tower, Delta 2525 on final 22.
Got
American 2259 ready to taxi.
American 2259, runway 13 via Golf Bravo Papa. There is a better taxi there than that.
Bravo, Papa. American 2259.
American 2259, runway 13 via Golf Romeo Bravo Papa. Taxiway.
Runway 13 via Golf.
Whoops.
Romeo.
American 2259, runway 13 via Golf. Just taxiing via Golf, it's easier.
Runway 13
Brickyard 4792, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 475, Nana, runway 13, line up and wait. Apologies if I do talk quite quick sometimes as well. Just have to keep stuff moving, especially when you've got crossing. Brickyard 5766, crash runway 22. Spirit Wings 1677, hold position. Crossing hands.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 5766.
Delta 514, taxi to terminal via Bravo 1. He should be coming down here.
Hold position. Spirit Wings
Oh no, he's going down there. Delta 514, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi the terminal via Bravo 1. Delta 514.
Great Wings 1677, continue taxi. We'll get him moved. Brickyard 4544, runway 22, clear to land.
Delta 514.
Brickyard 4792, contact departure. He's gone. We got nothing over here now.
Spirit Wings 1677.
All fine.
Clear to land. Brickyard 4544.
Spirit Wings should join the queue. And he's going to cross at Golf. He's going to go all the way down. You right up here. Brickyard's got clearance to land. Get Endeavour out and try and get the Brickyard out as well. We'll cross American once this Brickyard's landed. Endeavour 475 Nano, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 5766, runway 13, line up on wet. American 225 Nano, cross runway 22. Brickyard 4544, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 4759. Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 5766. Cross runway 22. American 2259. Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
He's taking off. He's gonna go all the way down there.
544.
He's vacated, which is fine. He will go in the queue. Good. The airborne. Airborne now. He's at 800, so probably can just get another departure out.
LaGuardia ground. Southwest 6015 with information November. Requesting
Brickyard
push and start.
5766, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Spirit Wings 1677, runway 13, line up on wet. Got southwest somewhere.
Runway 13.
Southwest 6015, pushback approved, facing west. Facing west and just bring him out of here.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Spirit Wings 1677.
Delta 2525, runway 22, clear to land.
Pushback face west. Southwest 6015.
Endeavour 475, Nano, contact departure.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Delta 2525. New York departure on 120.4.
Got our Delta coming in down here.
Good evening.
LaGuardia Tower, Endeavour 4667 on final 22.
Southwest is pushing back. Can we do it if it push back and face that way? Brickyard's now taking off. We got our next arrival. He's taxiing in. Get Spirit Wings moving once he's passed. Spirit Wings 1677, runway 13, cleared for takeoff. American 225 Nano, runway 13, line up on wet. Brickyard 5766, contact departure. Delta 2525, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Spirit Wings 1677.
Southwest should be ready to move in a second.
American
I'll
2259.
taxi via
New York
7.
departure on 120.4. Brickyard
7 Bravo Papa.
5766. Good evening. Taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. Delta
I'll have a
2525.
look at him, man. Lovely.
LaGuardia
Southwest.
ground. Southwest 6015 ready to taxi.
Southwest 6015, runway 13 via 7 Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via 7 Bravo Hotel. Southwest 6015.
I didn't say hotel, did I? Southwest 6015, runway 13 via 7 Bravo Papa. American 1893, runway 22, clear to land. Spirit Wings 1677, contact departure.
Runway 13 via 7 Bravo Papa. Southwest 6015.
Southwest 6015. Hey, what, we'll hold him actually.
Runway 22,
I believe
clear
it
to
should be
land.
alright.
American 1893.
New York departure on 120.4.
I was going to hold Southwest, but
Good evening.
this Delta takes ages to turn, so.
Brigade 4856 on final 22.
American touching down, and then there'll be another American departing. Delta 2525, hold short of taxiway Golf. Gonna hold him there just because I think
Hold
they will
short of
call.
taxiway Golf. Delta 2525.
American 225 Nano, runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Delta
American
1396, pushback approved, facing north.
Push back face north. Delta 13906.
Have a look where the American's parking. He's just gonna go there. American 18903, taxi to terminal via Bravo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 1. American 18903.
Delta 2525, continue taxi. Check if he's going where he's going, he's not.
Delta 2525.
Got Southwest moving, Endeavour 4667, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22,
American's gonna
clear
come
to
down
land.
here and
Endeavour
park in here.
4667.
He's airborne, brickyards into his stand.
LaGuardia ground. Delta 13906 with information November. Requesting
American
caution start.
225 Nano, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4.
Got
American 225
brickyard
Niner.
one to go.
Good evening.
Brickyard 4575, pushback approved, facing north. Delta's nearly ready to
Pushback
go.
face north. Brickyard 4575.
I'll hold the Southwest
LaGuardia
there.
down. Endeavour 4629 on final 22.
Where's he going? I'm gonna wait for him to come in and then push it down.
Brickyard 4575 with information November. Requesting push and start.
Yep, I'm gonna wait for the arrival until we taxi both of them out.
LaGuardia ground. Delta 13906 ready to taxi.
They can wait. Americans coming in via here. Southwest ready to cross, but gonna wait for Endeavour to land. Let's get a nice view of this Endeavour touching down. With the shadows on the water. Nice touchdown. Nice view of New York in the background and all of our aircraft in the air as well. We've got another arrival. Southwest 6015, crash runway 22. American's
Cross
going
runway
in.
22.
He's going in there.
6015.
Delta 13906, runway 13 via Bravo Papa. He'll just come
Runway
down here.
13 via
Along Bravo
Delta
Papa.
13906.
Cross.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4575 ready to taxi.
Endeavour 4667, runway. I'm the same runway. Let's taxi him. Endeavour 4667, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha. Just take this route.
Command property
Way
air.
along
Endeavour
Alpha.
4667.
Let's have a quick look
Bravo.
at him.
Echo.
We need
Alpha.
to wait for him to
Endeavour
move until we can get
4667.
him moving. Yard is next to
LaGuardia
land.
ground. Brickyard 5840 with information November.
Southwest
Requesting push and
6015,
start.
runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Getting launched straight away.
Runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Southwest 6015.
Brickyard 4575, runway 13 via Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa.
Southwest 6015, cancel takeoff. Hold him
Cancel
there.
takeoff. Southwest 6015.
Brickyard 4856, runway 22, clear to land. Taking like too long to
Runway 22 clear to land. Brickyard
Southwest
4856.
6015, runway 13, line up and wait. See if we can
Runway
still
13
line up.
line up and wait. Southwest
that's
6015.
Yeah, we're coming down here.
Southwest 183 on final 22.
Americans going into terminal. Brickyard 5840, pushback approved facing north.
Pushback face north.
Gonna be touching
Brickyard
down.
5840. LaGuardia ground. American 77 forward information November. Requesting push and
Southwest
start.
6015, runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Runway
There's
13
an American
cleared for
one
takeoff.
pushback.
Southwest 6015.
Brickyard 4856, taxi to terminal via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal
Nice
via Bravo.
view of the
Echo
Southwest
Alpha.
taking off.
Brickyard 4856.
Lovely sound. Okay, Southwest is gone. F6. Endeavour 462 now, runway 22, clear to land. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. We've got the Southwest out. There's obviously a few more aircraft waiting for push and taxiing out, but we've done pretty much an hour's worth of controlling them. Is what the aim is for most of the videos, to make them around an hour long, playing the full hour. We played from like 8 p.m. to like 5 to 9, so 55 minutes of actual gameplay. But as you can see, LaGuardia is a very busy airport for the size of it. We get a lot of crossing traffic. There's no way that we'll be able to handle all of this traffic on one runway. Just constantly taking one off as one's landing, but they're still technically on the runway, so if we were to use one runway, we'd have no chance to be too much holding. And obviously New York's quite a busy area in terms of airspace with the other airports as well. But yeah, in terms of the schedule there, I think the 8 p.m. hour is quite fun. It's the first time I've played this airport in an evening. I think lighting's really good at the airport. You can see everything really well. You can see the flow that I try to use. So we bring every arrival in via either taxiway 1, which is the one just underneath the tower, or Alpha, and we depart. We taxi everyone out for departure via Bravo. That just keeps a steady flow of traffic moving. Anyone going right at the end, I'll generally hold them at November if we need to push anyone and get them out. But it was quite a steady flow that we didn't really have to hold anyone to get anyone into stand. There was some arrivals where we just got them in before we pushed, and we had a couple of Spirit Wings and one that we had a GA aircraft that vacated the wrong way, which I know now for the future. In terms of this, in terms of this setup, we can sometimes play the other way around. So the last time I played this, instead of using 1-3, I used 3-1, which we'll do in a future video. That one is a little bit more difficult because you're trying to get your departures out, but obviously the crossing of the runway is kind of at the other side because you're taking them off from right to left rather than left to right. Whereas here you can take them off, and as soon as they've crossed the intersection, you get your next landing. Sometimes it's difficult to get 2 aircraft out in between 2 arrivals. So as one touches down, you've got one rolling, but then to try and get another one out is too difficult because you've got your next arriving aircraft. You've got to time everything really well. With that one, I use Bravo and Alpha for all traffic moving left to right because everything's going one direction. But we'll use different holding points at runway 3-1 on that because it is a little bit more difficult to manage. But yeah, we'll do that in a future video. Again, there's a lot of different schedules we can use, different timings. I thought I'd run quite an evening session at LaGuardia. You can see it's very much just regional jets as well. If I enjoyed that, thanks very much for watching. If you do like the content, feel free to like and subscribe. It will massively help the channel out and help the channel grow. If you've got any suggestions, feedback, questions around the game, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will also link my Discord server in the description below. And if you've not checked out any of the other episodes, feel free to go over to my channel and check them out. There's been some other good sessions at different other airports, and we're going to get some more episodes out in the near future. Probably some of the bigger airports we'll start looking at as well, like Heathrow and Amsterdam, which is a lot more hectic in terms of number of runways that we're using. But again, even these smaller airports can be very busy just because of the size of them. But that's it from me. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.